This is Sizzle, powered by Fit to Be Trained, coming to you from the Deep End Broadcast Network studios in the lovely Virginia Beach, Virginia, in the United States of America. You can find this program on deependbroadcasting.com and subscribe to this network's YouTube channel, Deep End Broadcasting. Do you want to be part of the 30-day or 60-day transformation? Then contact Sizzle on any of our social media platforms at Fit to Be Trained. That's Fit, T-O-B-E, Trained. Now, here's your host of Sizzle, Karen Dougherty.
Oh, I like how you said my name tonight. I always am curious how you're going to do it. I probably say that every week because every week.
Well, you know, since I won the best podcast podcast voice.
I know, right?
Honors from
Nicole.
Yeah, what is it? Good night, bro, or well, good to bed, bro.
Nicole.
What's it called?
Nicole
Bedtime
Greco.
with Bro.
Oh, bedtime with bro. Yes,
Is
that's
that
one of her little things that she has on Instagram at night. But yes, I've been following her and like I had to work on the podcast all week and put all the pictures on and all that. So she was on my mind all the way till Friday, Saturday.
Now, Bedtime with Bro is a legit media source where we get tons of great information. And if they're going to recognize me as podcast voice of the year, then we take it.
Yeah. I know that was funny. That was fun last week. I had a really good time. This week it is just you and me, so they get to hear your voice. I'm actually not surprised. I couldn't get a guest tonight, and let me tell you why. It is the kids go back to school.
Oh yeah, that's ironic.
It is a busy.
It's a tricky day. It's the first day of fall. Well, you know, not the first day of fall, but in terms of like the swimming pool season,
right?
Everything closed yesterday,
right?
All the main pools anyway.
Yeah, sure did.
Everyone's back to work or back to school, and evenings start to get shorter.
Yes. I know.
But lovelier weather.
I do. I love the fall. I love it. I'm a big fan. Always have been. Didn't matter where I lived. If I lived in Jersey as a kid, Minnesota, here, I just love those months. And the holidays are fun. Like I was never like a big Christmas girl. Like some of my friends are like crazy over Christmas. And I love that they're my friends because Christmas can be fun. But fall was always my kind of the magic time.
Well, you know what's kind of cool is the fact that, you have the holidays kind of all in a row now.
Yeah.
You have Labor Day, but now you have just a month apart, really.
Yeah.
You have Halloween.
Yeah.
Then Thanksgiving.
We have a break now.
And then it'll be Christmas.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it'll be the Super Bowl.
I know. You're
and then it'll be allergy
excited
season all over again.
Because you're thinking football. Are you so happy that football started?
It's just good to have it back on, even if it is college. But
college football is a big deal in some people's world.
Oh yes, absolutely, it's a huge deal.
A huge deal.
Just not in our money-making regime.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're doing more NFL. I got you. But you're right. Like, or I'm right that the college football is big, aren't I?
Yes.
Because I like watching the Netflix specials about, or not just Netflix. A lot of them will have.
Well, a lot of
specials about the teams.
A lot of the pre-games do it right now, and I don't know if they borrowed this from soccer or not, like the English Premier League. So what the English Premier League does good, and a lot of sports haven't done this. Like, for example, if you have like a 1:00 football game, and then maybe you have the 4:30 game, and let's say the 1:00 games like the Washington and Dallas.
Okay.
And then the 4:30 is like Philly and the Giants, right? Mm-hmm. So the first game is exciting. It's crazy. It's like 38-34. It comes down to the last second and kind of almost leaves you like with your jaw dropping. And then once that game's over with, you get about a minute or two of on the field stuff. And then it's over with. They take you to Philly and the Giants. You're like, oh man, that's a crazy game. But what the English Premier League does is after their soccer games, the announcers don't say nothing, and they'll follow like the players around on the field.
Oh.
And they'll be like clapping with the fans, and you get like a real good like
look of what it's like.
Match feel for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's kind of cool. It's almost like a behind the scenes type of dealio. And the NFL doesn't give you that. They'd be wise to let the camera follow some people around for a while. And they'll show you the locker room like talks and replays and some of the stuff like that. And NFL Films is the documentary. I mean the official. I mean they Steve, New Jersey. I mean that they had the NFL Film Studios. I think it's Secaucus, New Jersey, right? Steve Sable's dad and they documented everything with the NFL, but they did such a better job back then than they do now with it. It's almost like there's too much social media. And I know they do the hard knocks behind the scenes, but that's all kind of the same type of thing. I don't know. I just feel like you don't get the whole gist of more of the sideline, locker room, behind the scenes type of stuff.
I bet.
I know there's those documentaries out there or whatever, but it's interesting to me when the camera will, and I don't even know how we got on this subject with sports, but how the camera will stick around and you appreciate the moments of the silence of no announcer and the fans cheering and stuff like that.
I know what you mean though, how social media kind of takes over that old home feeling. I like the idea of
now it's the pretty girl interviewing the mascot and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Who cares?
I know. I know. And it's my fault we went on that subject. I kind of wanted to because I wanted to talk about football because that's part of fall and it's part of the transition and the kids going back to school.
The pageantry of college. So yes, that's what ESPN has started to do well. And that's what I meant to say is they've been covering like before the game. The build up to it. Yeah. And it's a little bit more silent now. And you kind of take in the stadium, all the stadiums had great sunsets when they were playing the evening games. So they kind of made it a point to show some of those.
Oh, wow.
And they did a good job with that in that regard. So yes, cool to have football back on. Your Eagles play Thursday night.
I know. I just can't believe it. The summer went so fast. I got some things in. I went to a couple shows this summer and I got some fun. I had guests, I had house guests, but it still went really, really fast. And I'm still kind of like, whoa, I can't believe it's fall. I'm happy. And I just can't believe we just celebrated Labor Day, but the football is part of that transition. And now the kids started going back to school in August. And then now the public went in yesterday, or I'm sorry, today. So today is the official. I didn't post anything online yesterday. Today was like Monday. In fact, today felt like a Monday because it was a great weekend.
This should be like a buffer week, and then real life starts like next week.
I know, right? Like I am doing a transformation gig, like where I start pushing my stuff right now. And I was going to start one on September 8th. Like this week would be like, no way would you want somebody to feel like they had to start. Now, some of them want to start this week. People are ready because the backpack went on the bus and they're like, oh, I'm ready, but I usually do always give a buffer week this week because there is so much. And then I'll get very, very busy. I'm actually really busy now. I lucked out. My busy started in August and I bet you because the privates start going in.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So I started to get very, very busy. And if I really think about it, I never really slowed down this summer. I've had a pretty good, live
No, you seem like you've been pretty busy every time I've encountered you, but you managed it well.
I got to have some fun though. I had some house gets from Minnesota, some family, like a daughter from another mother and her kids. So that broke up, like I had July, August was busy. July, I got to have house guests, got to see some live music. I went and saw Def Leppard on Sunday night down at the amphitheater. That was fun. Def Leppard.
I was trying to figure out where they were playing or what was going on.
1984, I was graduating high school.
Was that a good crowd?
Yeah, it was. Of course it was. It was like my age group. It was 1984. I was graduating.
See, that's
and
the
a
thing.
lot of their stuff.
I need to do more stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a really good time. It was a nice crowd. And I'll tell you, bands start on time when they're old. The whole thing, the whole show starts on time, ends on time. He put his mic down at like 10:59. Job's finished. Yeah, like it's kind of cool. Like you don't have to wait around. Like it's aging is really pleasant. I like it. There's so many things about it that are cool. There's some things that aren't, but I'm really enjoying like I joked with the friend I was with, like, see, we were laughing because me and her were like, I go, come on, we got to get there. They're going to be on time. They're old like us. And they were on time. But I wanted to talk tonight, since we're getting into a new season, a lot of people start getting motivated. And so trends pop up, like my business and the fitness. You'll start trends come and go in nutrition. They come and go everywhere. Like nutrition a lot lately. I feel like even more medicine, nutrition, like creatine, everything's creatine, and then that'll die out and then something else, But I wanted to go through some trending wellness and exercise topics for fall 2025. So we could like be on the cutting edge and talk about like a lot of the stuff that's coming out right now is funny because the number one was mindful mobility.
Well, Guy mentioned a good fall strategy right off the bat.
What?
I mean, for those out there. So if you're looking for the great reset, and I'm under the impression that no matter what kind of athlete you are, whether you've been working out or not, now is the time to reset yourself.
Yeah.
All the way around.
For sure.
So
great time.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Oh, no.
So, everyone gets a blank slate right now. And then the best way to approach it is this. And although it seems like it's far away, it's really not. But stay on top of your routine and motivation until Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Right? Give Thanksgiving as a good goal right now. That's 6-7 weeks away.
Yeah.
And when you get to that point, and you'll be like, oh, Steve was right. Look how much better I feel.
It's actually 10 weeks
2 months
away.
ago. Yeah, okay.
And that's why I do the 60-day on September 8th, because it takes you in.
Oh, okay.
Takes you into that.
Right.
And what's cool is like is once you're in that, like you get to Thanksgiving, and then obviously like Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. Obviously you're going to eat then. I tracked my food on Thanksgiving one year for fun, and I eat like a pig because I wanted to see if the MyFitnessPal couldn't go that high. I really wanted to see what it was like. But anyway, then you have Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's a time, when people tend to overeat and stuff, but they're already on like a mindful, they're not going to go crazy over the holiday, right? That's why I do that. I try and get them in September and get their mind going. Now, for the ones like my live clients, when I hit them hard is October 31st. I let them have October 31st, Halloween.
Right.
And then I'm like, so then that's November and December. I make them start, like I turn up the volume in the gym where their workouts are harder, but I need everybody to know that their workouts, I sell pain-free exercise. So I want everybody to know, like when I turn up the volume, that just might mean lower weights, higher reps. It's not like it's burpees and running a mile. It's not like that. When I say turn up the volume, a lot of times it really is that they're doing less weight, more reps. I still am, my gals have to lift weight. I don't want to say they're not lifting weight, but I just don't want people to think that exercise has to be that kill you kind of stuff.
No, it could literally be 30 to 45 minutes a day and you're good.
Oh my God. Like I just did a little short mobility leg workout, and you'd be surprised how just, doing mobility, that makes such a difference. So a lot of the people, I feel like my goal lately is to get just people moving again. Like me and Nicole were talking last week, like Nicole's like, walk. That's the best way for somebody to get moving again.
Right.
Like starting out really simple. And because like she had said, she had noticed that some of her peers weren't not in the fitness world weren't doing anything. And that happens to me too a lot. And where I'm like a lot of my friends. So I'm just trying to get people to start moving. So even to do like a simple get up stand, like 10 chair stands. You know what I mean?
Oh no, for real. Yeah, I hear you, man.
10 chair stands. I want to keep it super micro dose small, and then like Nicole said, walk. My favorite thing is to set your timer. And I don't make a lady, but like a little trick is set your timer for 10 minutes, walk out your door until the thing goes off, and then turn around and go back home. And that's 20 minutes. And back in the day, 20 minutes that's what they said you needed. Now it changes. Now it's like 10,000 steps. I feel like pummeling the guy who said 10,000 steps. It really is a source of anger for me. Like I heard myself say the other day, I'd like to punch that guy in the face. I was like, God, I sound so violent. But it makes me mad because it makes some of my job is to get people moving, and that hurts the people that already don't want to go. Like if they already don't want to get moving, and then I'm like, well, you got to do 10,000 steps in order, they're going to be like, oh, see ya. I'm not doing anything then. I get worried of that. So I start real small.
My old one and one I'll be doing myself actually. So you basically just walk around the block.
Mm-hmm.
But I like your 10 minutes and back. I do like that.
Which is probably, our block is pretty big though. This block is big.
Decently. But I would say this. Walk around it once for 2 days. Walk around it twice.
Yeah.
For 2 more days. And then maybe try to start running a little bit. And
why do you always want to put running in?
I know.
It makes me laugh so hard.
But for those wanting some cardio, if you're able to.
Oh yeah.
Some people don't have the capacity, or you could increment it with a bike. But if you want to just kind of get some good little cardio into you, honestly, running around the block and just slowly increasing your increments.
You know what I've been doing?
That will help your breathing a lot.
You know what I've been doing? Because I do like to work out harder. But when I go to CrossFit, because I love the Olympic bar, but when I go to CrossFit now, it's very, very light and fun because I can do it with really good form. I'm not like trying to go really heavy anymore and like not really been able to do it. Like I love it. I love CrossFit now. Not that I've always loved it the whole 14 years I've been doing it, but I just almost like aging in it because I don't feel competitive with myself anymore. It's nice. But sprinting, and that sounds like I don't really like running, but I want to strengthen my knee because it was injured for a while, and you just do short sprints, and sprinting is really good for lots of different things.
Right.
And it's short for those of us like me that don't really like running. And my sprint, you have to do a couple of them because the first few, if you're like me, it takes a while to gas up. You know what I mean? Like my first couple sprints look like I'm just jogging because it takes me longer to warm up now. So we did like 10. I did level 3. I went to CrossFit on Labor Day, and I did the level 3, which is the easiest, and it was 7 rounds. Everybody else had to do 10. And and then level 2 did like 8 or something like that. But anyway, I did 7. So, by like sprint 3, I'm doing good. And then you're doing really good. And then it's nice and short. That's what I think. And the sprints does a lot more. I don't have it in my notes. I probably have it in my notes somewhere here in old podcasts, but it's really good for it's good for leg power, fast twitch, slow twitch muscles, like both, like power in the leg. And it's good for aging, for reflexes, like, just to push it really hard just for like 100 meters. And then, because I can wrap my head around that a lot more than I can do like 800, run a mile. I can do 7 100s easier,
Right. Yep.
And I think it's better on my knee too. My knee would complain on a long run, but to have that break in between. So, and I'm trying to get all the muscles in my legs, like around my knees, stabler. So that's another thing.
Have you been doing like the side band work and stuff?
Yes,
like
yes, I do that in my own job with my Pilates
and
fitness students and myself. And I have mobility classes. Now that's number 1 on trending right now is mindful mobility. And so I do for $20 a month. Well, it's $19.99. Mobility classes. There's 2 mat and 2 standing chair mobility work, and you stretch and do all these mobile exercises. There's 4 classes a week, so 4 classes, and they change, and you can do them live or you can do them on demand. And I might as well mention that because it is the best. They're 30 minutes long. And mobility, I'm so grateful for these classes.
So honestly, Karen, like I was playing around on the Instagram, and all these fitness influencers, all they're doing is showing each other work out and whatever. So it's all the same stuff, really.
It is like leg lifts is a leg lift.
So, but there's this one guy, and all he does is different mobility stuff for you, and he was doing all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I want to try that.
Yeah, and you just do it really short.
I don't know who he was, but the fact that someone actually had a page like that's kind of like what attracted me to it. Was the fact that it was mobile. You want to impress your coach on a open gym day. If they ask you what you're doing, just tell them mobility, and they'll give you the head nod. Yes.
Well, because it's so important. And for me to be able to do those lifts, and like I said, I don't even lift heavy anymore, but I don't want to get hurt. And I'm not like scared I'm going to get hurt. I just am very mindful about it. So I make sure I go lighter, but I want to be able to move that bar nice and smooth. Just like the girls that do it with heavier weight. I just am. I'm just like, but the mobility work helps me be able to be better at that. And now I do find that my weights are higher. My PRs are bigger than they've ever been. And like I said, I'm not trying to go stronger. I think it's the key. I really do. So whether you're doing mobility, so that means I'm doing about half hour 4 times a week. And I do some with one-on-one clients, but that's what I'm doing because of these classes I do. And join me. And if you can't, you can do them on demand. Like if you can't join me live, you can just plug in. But everything improves. So some of the gals in there are, and you can't see any of the classmates because everything's on virtual. It's so private and cool. You just do it from your home and your camera's not even on. Mine is. But some of the gals, that's all they do. So it's not like it's great for somebody like me that wants to continue in some heavier athletics. It's great for that. And then it's great for people that's just what they want to do. You don't have to be an athletic princess. Not everybody is. But you do need to do some mobility as you age just to keep your movement going. I mean, not everybody is into exercise. It's just a fact. Here's some of the trending exercise topics. Okay, so mindful mobility, we talked enough about that. Forest bathing and nature therapy, emotional intelligence in fitness, helping clients understand their stress responses, triggers, and mindset blocks. Okay, that's kind of not that new in yoga. But anyway, digital detox and movement breaks. I have seen a lot of stuff for digital detox, getting rid of your phone and stuff for hours at a time.
Okay, so if you're a social media person, here's what you should do. And you're trying not to do social media. See, I have all kinds of strategies, right? And if you once you get to Thanksgiving, then get yourself to the new year. Okay. And you'll be like, woo.
But what do you wait? Okay, let's clarify your thought process here, because I agree with you. So you get to Thanksgiving. What are you doing in Thanksgiving? Just working out?
No, that you give yourself a checkpoint on your timeline, and then you just kind of keep going. Mm-hmm. No, look, I got to Thanksgiving. Christmas is easy. Yeah, that's just 4 more weeks away.
Right.
And then next thing you know, you're into the new year, and you're glad.
Yes.
You did it. Then and you can have a smoother spring.
So you're basically saying that you agree that that a 60-day program is good because it puts you in. Right. But I also know that it's overwhelming. That's why I did a 30-day too. I just added a 30-day on.
And then what else were we talking about now?
These are the trends. So forest bathing and nature therapy.
Digital detox.
Digital detox. So I've been
if you're a social media person, do this.
Oh, okay.
Delete the apps off your phone and just use your laptop at night when you're sitting around. Then you can play in your
Oh my God. I just oh my God, that would be like, I obviously am addicted to this phone, because when you said that, it literally made me, I have every app on this phone.
Just the social media ones.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But I mean, that's how bad it is.
And I get it. You got to be able to update stuff like I do with the
No, it's overwhelming.
And whatever.
It's overwhelming.
But if you can restrict it to your computer and not, you'll start to realize you're not looking at your phone every
I agree with you. I agree so much, because it is like, I'm looking at these apps. I guess some of the social media stuff I have to keep up with, because sometimes I'm out and about. Like, I did do my post from my garage today, but I have to post almost every day right now, because I am coming into my season. And then you'll see us die out as trainers. You won't see us all over the place. And I try not to be annoying anyway, but you kind of have to be, because to get into the algorithm. So right now I'm posting every day. So if people get sick of me, just put me on hold or whatever, and then in a month I'll stop. And then I really don't hammer people before Christmas. I wait till after the new year is when I start doing advertising again. But the digital detox, I have been seeing that, and I wish I could. That is something that I'm starting to realize is too much. Movement breaks. So it says digital detox and movement breaks. So the movement breaks is when you just intentionally get up for 5 minutes through your day, like set timers. You're trying to not digital, but you're going to set a timer on your phone, but you know what I mean. And then strength training resurgent. There is a strength training resurgence coming, is what it means, I think. Is that how everybody is about strength training, which is great. I mean, Nicole's younger than me, and she is at that age where they are lifting heavy. And that's good, and that's fine. And I think it's good for that late 40, early 50s and all that stuff. And I think it's great if you can still lift really heavy into your 70s, 80s, whatever. I just don't think it has to be exceptional. It can be weight bearing, can be in different ways. Like you can do stability weight bearing. I can't think of the guy's name. Kelly Starrett. He did the supple leopard. He does a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
stability. He does a lot of mobility for CrossFit, or did, and a lot of stability holds I do with a lot of my clients, where you're just in like a lunge position and you're just holding it and just holding it. And that creates a lot of strength too. And I think that helps with my aging people, because it helps with balance as well. And without the really heavy weight on your joints, because some people just don't want to do that. So I got to be able to offer people something that's safe and pain-free. And so I love that's why I started doing a whole lot more mobility. But it does say here, strength training resurgence, and it's about longevity, bone health, functional movement, not aesthetics. Like when I got into fitness, I got in because it made us look so good. It was the 80s. I was like, damn, this is cool. Like intentional muscle. Right. I loved it. Now I'm just doing it so I can move. It said, here's a line to kick off the episode. I thought this was cool. Steve, I've been seeing a shift lately. People aren't chasing fitness goals, they're chasing freedom, mobility, nature, emotional clarity. It's all part of the new wellness wave. And I kept it because I was like, although I don't talk like that, and everybody was know that was Chat GPT. But I do agree with it 100%. It's just that I don't talk like that. I think we are chasing freedom. I think we are like looking for shorter workouts. Not trying to hurt ourselves, so that buys freedom, that you're in good shape and can keep up. What's your go-to movement, Steve, when you're feeling stuck or low energy? Would you say just go for a walk?
Wow, yeah. I mean, if I feel like the ultimate sloth, it's just start moving, get going, get somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's work or working out or whatever.
Oh, right.
Just start to move.
Just get up.
Yeah, for sure. But the one thing that I've been lacking a little bit is just what we're talking about right there, the mobility and the stretching and stuff like that. It's just amazing how much some of that will drop off if you let it go.
Yeah, mobility is the first one that gets.
You can't forget about that kind of stuff. And I get it. It's the 15 minutes a day, but it's the 15 minutes a day you have to do at least that. Even on your non-workout days, you should be stretching and at least bending over and touching your toes.
I'm going to give you my
30 seconds and stuff like that.
I'm going to give you my
sitting there in your chair and doing this.
Yeah, that's what I do in my classes. Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly. I'm going to give you that coupon code, and you can just tune into my classes. You don't have to do it live. You don't have to do it live. I want you to just see them and maybe just watch a few and be like,
this time of the year is perfect for early morning workouts if you can.
Well, and if you can't, it's on demand. Like I have a space where if you can't tune in live, but yeah, it's 7:15.
Weather-wise and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I have a couple Midwesterners in that class, and like I said, you can't see them, but it's 6:15 there. They're an hour earlier. It's funny. I'm just getting ready to get a Colorado girl. I was like, man, if I could get a girl from every state, that would be so cool. Looking for girls from Nebraska. Never had a Nebraska girl. Okay, so some of the recovery rituals now, like the ice bath or the infrared sauna. So do tell, Steve, what would you rather do? An ice bath or an infrared sauna? Do tell. Infrared sauna. That's me.
Is it?
Yeah, I couldn't jump in a cold. I think it's great for you. I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, do you really think I've actually seen stuff that says, like, when you do it, like, honestly, you should be doing the ice bath before the workout. So I see conflicting information a little bit. And once I start to see that, I'm like, all right, I got to really kind of look at it a little bit more.
I'm just being real with you. I'm never going to jump into ice water. I don't care how, like, unless I'm a bear.
That's kind of like what I'm saying. I'm just going to stretch some more.
Yeah, if a polar bear is chasing me, maybe I would. But I mean, I'm just not going to. That's never going to happen.
I mean, I hear you. When I went into the sauna in college, and maybe it was just that sauna, I don't know. I got in that thing and I wanted to run out as fast as I possibly could.
I don't particularly like those either. I mean, I'd pick that over the ice bath, but saunas aren't my gig either. I get it though. I would definitely pick that because sweating is good, is really good.
I used to love the tanning bed just
for
the positive endorphins.
Yeah.
Just 10 minutes in a tanning bed made you feel so
and
good.
I guess that it might sound controversial. I might get pushed back on it, but I don't know that 10 minutes would be bad for you. I guess it would be because anything fake.
Well, are there actual tanning beds out there now?
I don't know.
Or is everything like a spray tan?
I don't know. I go to Sundays on Great Neck Road. I love that place.
So what do you do for a tan there?
I go for there's a light there. It's called PPL, and it's bright. It doesn't do any color kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's just it's supposedly like gets collagen, and which I don't know that I believe that, but I know what it does is good. And it's some kind of light. Like I remember when I had acne as a kid, I had cystic acne.
Right.
And even back then when I would go to the dermatologist and I didn't have it as
the sun would always dry it out back in the day. At least for me.
Like he would have me go under this light. So I knew that the light, so I do that there. They have tanning beds there. They have the old school tanning, like the ones you're talking about.
Right.
I don't really go into those. I'm kind of too, and I went in
all the time. So they still have the old school.
I think those are like nothing is like the real old school, like the ones that we were in 40 years ago. I mean, I bet you those were really dangerous. And I have the.
Oh my God, my one sister would go in like 30 minutes a day.
Oh yeah, we would go we'd get our nails painted hot pink, go in the tanning salon, gym tan laundry, it was fun. We didn't know it was bad for us, and get our nails done, go for the tanning salon. Oh yes, me and your sister are the same age. It was fun. It's ignorance is bliss. Okay, nutrition and fuel. Okay, so this is wellness questions for Steve because I just wanted some things to get us moving. Coffee before a workout, yes or no?
I was always a no.
Oh, okay.
But then I turned into kind of like I don't know if I'm a coffee addict, but I feel like I need it.
I am very much so. So
I feel like I almost need it first thing. But I do see a scenario where I should be working out and then drinking my coffee with protein after the workout.
Okay, that's a good idea too. Yeah, to put the protein powder in.
That will be the great reset method, I believe.
Yeah. What's your favorite post-workout snack? Well, you just said it. If you had to give up, this is one I wanted to ask you.
I'm getting ready to give up all kinds of shit because I don't know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some sketchy stuff about food lately. Like ground beef too.
Yeah, I've already known it all.
I
know.
Like it's all like
it's gonna be fake, apparently. And I've known that for a couple years, and I'm still getting good stuff.
There's this guy who popped on again. Here he goes, social media. But he goes, hey guys, I've been a chef for like 40 years. He goes, I don't know what's up with ground beef lately, but every time I go by the 80-20 ground beef, and I'm like, it's almost like Play-Doh. He goes, something ain't right about it. So I think the switch is in already.
Right. Oh, I think it is too, because I heard it.
And it's happened recently.
Yes. Well,
so this guy called it out, and then the comments were a million about it. Oh yeah, I agree. Blah blah
fillers.
Blah 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 blah.
They were going to start using fillers.
Yeah, exactly.
And so a lot of it is not.
So grass-fed organic.
Yeah, I have to. I eat a lot of red meat, and that we're gonna have to have Sherry on for the blood type one again, because that's the night the internet messed up.
We got a local butcher shop we can go to.
But I know we do. But
like the farm. It's not local, but
I like red meat, so I have to eat. Yeah, I have to buy organic. You have to try. I mean,
Right,
just
right.
try. So if you could only do one exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be? I know I saw this when it was coming up. I was like, I gotta remember to ask him that.
I mean, the one I would have to say is, I mean, does the bike count? Ride the bike.
Yeah.
Only because I think that's the only one that kind of keeps you
That's a good idea. That's
fully moving at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's that's better than I was going to say for me, push up.
Yeah, bench press came to mind.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that.
That's cool.
In fact, there's a lot of push-ups.
That was Nicole's favorite, bench press.
Yeah.
And then Marsha's favorite was the clean and jerk. I think I like clean and jerk. That's my favorite.
Clean and jerk's fun. Yeah, I do like those.
I do. I love that.
I'll tell you what.
I like snatches. Actually,
you want a good workout? Do 10 clean and jerks, 10 burpees, and a 200-meter run.
I know that's a good one.
And do that 5 times.
That's a good one.
Do it 5 times.
I like the 10 part.
If you're really hardcore, you'll do the burpee over the bar, or you'll jump over.
Because that's 50. I don't do burpee over the bar anymore. I'm 59. But I mean,
trust me, everybody
else can.
Over no bar,
everybody else can. I mean, and I can do it. It's just that I can once in a while. I will. I did box jumps the other day. I mean, I still do stuff. I don't want everybody to think I'm a complete
deep down
slacker.
in me. Yeah, deep down in me, I got my jumper issues. At some point, with like rugby and just everything I've always done. Let's be honest a little bit. As good as CrossFit is, and it's awesome, it will definitely, even the best CrossFit athletes will complain about being hurt or injured.
Absolutely.
And that's from CrossFit.
And that's what's cool is they're aging now too. I mean, they're getting in their 40s.
I did a box jump and I barely tripped at the top.
Oh.
And then I landed and my finger was pointed completely backwards.
Oh.
I lost a whole summer of like overhead and stuff like that. And that's one reason why I quit going to kind of the classes, is because I had to scale everything for the most part. And you just kind of get sick of telling them what you want to scale. And then, there's always people like, well, this guy just making excuses. Or
no, not now. I'm not up there now. It's the best.
After 4 or 5 months,
you've got to come again, because it's not like that anymore. It's so easy going. Even Emily, I almost had Emily on tonight because I had a feeling that she was the kind of girl that could jump right on. She doesn't have kids. She's young, because I was with her this weekend. We were up at Commonwealth Brewery.
Oh, that's fun.
And we were laughing because she was like, I got to come back on. And I was like, there's a lot of people that I want to come back on, because we always do that. How did you get in? That interview. And then the next time they come on, you can talk more about whatever you're into or what you're doing. We already know who they are. And if a listener comes on and doesn't know, they can listen to the first podcast, So I want Emily to come back on, but I forget why even Emily, being a younger coach, is very mindful about like, we don't even discuss it now actually level 3, they kind of bring it down really, and then they have a daily dose, so they give us lots of options if you're not up to par with wanting to do RX, or even I keep saying level 2, but that our listeners would probably understand that more. Level 2, tier 2 is level 2. I did that for years and years. I was never a level 1 athlete in CrossFit ever. Once in a while I'd get to do level 1s, but I always was level 2, which is most people. If you ask me, I think most gyms are full of level 2s. And now I'm level 3. And now I'm level 3 pretty much all the time. I get to mix 2 and 3. It's kind of nice.
Right.
Because they're super lenient. Like, I can do a level 2 workout with level 3 weight. They don't care. I mean, they care about your form. They care about you not getting hurt. They care about all the things that are important. They do not care about the ego. Is gone out of every class that I go to there. It doesn't matter if it's a 6 a.m. or a 4:30. It's really great. And it's not that there was ego. I think it was us.
And I don't think there's anyone even like saying, is this guy making up excuses?
No, nobody cares.
That's just me putting that in my own head.
Yeah, because nobody, if anything, they're like, oh, thank God. I always feel that. Or like I have girls come up and start using my bar halfway through a workout. Do you know what I mean? Where they're like, I really did go heavy. Look, Sizzle.
Oh, right.
Sizzle's doing good. And
I use this.
Yeah, and start using my stuff. And that makes me feel good. And it makes me feel good that they're doing that for themselves. Because really, it's that whole competitiveness with yourself is very useful.
It's easy to bite off too much more than you can chew.
Right. Until it's not. And then it's not useful. And it's silly. And I think people that do CrossFit
sloppy reps don't get you anything.
Yeah, it's not cool, and you get hurt. I mean, it's just not the smartest way to get fit. But that whole it's kind of like maturity, like I was just like that through my 40s, and I always try and mention that to people that are younger than me, because I think it is an age thing. You can't help it. It's not ego. It's just trying to do your best and knowing what you're capable of. But after, you have to cross that where you start to realize really you're not the same person. You can get hurt. And when you get hurt, it lasts longer. So it's worth it to do your mobility and make sure that you're avoiding. That's where a lot of my clients are too now. Like I have some that are very athletic and they're doing the mobility to keep them up on that level and they don't want to get hurt. And then I have ones that are most of my clients are just regular people that just want to be able to move around. They don't care about athletics or aesthetics. Okay, so let's see if I missed any fun questions here. Oh, here's a good one, Steve. How do you stay grounded when life gets chaotic?
One, I think you got to have a real short memory about it. So if it's not in the present, here's a good one. If you can't control it, don't sweat it,
Okay.
So if there's, obviously that's everything going on in our world at this moment.
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? So if you can't control it, try not to sweat it. If you can control it, then just try to make it the best possible outcome for you. And honestly, I think there's always a solution to everything. You just got to figure out what it is.
Yeah, it sounds funny, right?
But you can always make I'm amazed how many things I make happen in the 12 o'clock hour.
But the solution can be not do anything at all too, because God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So to know when something's just better off, let go.
You know what too, and I don't know if this I can't say fortunate or not, but and I'm sure you as well. But I mean, at this point in my life and everything that I kind of went through, now in my college experience wasn't the normal college kids' college experience.
Why?
Let's just put it that way. All right, it was very mafioso. Let's just say it that way.
Okay.
So, in a weird kind of way, yes. So, the street lessons of life were probably the ones that I've learned more than the book smarts over life. So, and plus, I've seen one of my college rugby teammates die in front of me.
Oh my goodness!
So once you see that kind of thing and kind of live through that kind of thing, and get exposed to it at a younger age, I mean, my first little girlfriend freshman year got sexually assaulted by a frat guy.
Oh my goodness.
So,
and the fact, the fact that you're talking about it, or that it was talked about back then, was she able to tell, Or did you just know because you were a friend?
She told me because
But she didn't tell authorities, I bet.
no, not
Yeah.
at all. And she
See?
left school and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
See how the victim back in that day, we didn't tell.
Yep. So
Wow.
being exposed to all that kind of thing early on in life.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that kind of hardened me for most everything. So nothing's really shocking at this point in life.
Oh God, especially now. Like the world is so uniquely different.
Now.
And I feel for the young people, but what's cool about
I can't believe how gullible people are. I'll say that.
Well, they don't know, like we'll be like, because here I am, I had Ian later in life. So I'm kind of an older mom, you know, I'm 59 years old. He's 21. So he keeps me young, but he also keeps me in the loop of what's happening and what's going on in their heads. And they're very smart, oh my gosh, they're so much smarter. I don't think they're so much smarter. That slipped out. I didn't mean that. They're smart in a different way because we got to do a lot of things outdoors. It was a whole different world for us, and different opportunities for us that they don't have, but different opportunities for them that we didn't have. So it's really kind of, the worlds are very, very, very different. And you know what never changes between the two worlds though? Exercise, a squat, a deadlift, a deadlift, a chest press. I bet you my son, that's probably his favorite. Bench press, you know.
It's just therapy for everything too. I mean, everything negative we were kind of just talking about, like exercise is the great rehabilitator.
Well, that's what helped me. And somehow, like we were talking about the hard knocks, that was something that I had to do like a timeline of my life of all these like different traumas. It sounds really depressing, but it's actually pretty cool. I'm doing it with professionals, so I'm under the care of professionals, but I have to go through this list of stuff and it's shocking, you know, like, but exercise through my whole life was part of it, and I really believe that it helped me endorphin wise, scientifically, all that kind of stuff for the brain, because you're used to being uncomfortable. When you exercise, you have to deal with some uncomfortability, and it prepares you mentally for other kinds of uncomfortabilities, doesn't it? Like,
yep.
You know, trauma or emotional or being knowing to breathe, to stay calm, you know, when you're in an episode where maybe you're not supposed to lash out, you know, you breathe and know how to have those tools. Exercise brings that into you. So I think there's so much positive even in a negative environment. Like I've always wanted to go into rehabs and prisons and do exercise. Rehabs, I've been able to succeed. I've never gotten into a prison because now security is so high level, but I'm not saying it won't happen, especially as I get older and have hopefully more free time. That will be stuff I'll get to do, because that's what I really want to do, like bring exercise to people that really need it emotionally. What practice did you try and totally hated? Ooh, I can't think of anything that I hated. That's an awful word. But we were talking about Zumba earlier today because I took a Groupon and went to Zumba classes. That's like Latino dance class, and it's high energy, super exercisey, but I was terrible at it. So oh my God, I was so bad at it, but I had so much fun. I went to the 4 classes and I did it because I like to do that because I'm in Pilates. So I have a lot of dancer kind of people around, and weight training is not for everybody. It can be very boring. And some dancers some people would come to me and they needed to get moving, and maybe I didn't have something that inspired them, you know, probably pre-reformer and just fitness stuff. And I could send them to Zumba because a lot of people that like dance will like that kind of thing. So I had to know, like, whenever some of these trends come out, like Zumba was a trend that stuck around. I would go and take the classes. Well, I took 4 of them and I was terrible, but I had so much fun and I sweat my butt off. I just can't really dance Latino, like all that wiggling. Like, I actually really want to learn country line dancing. I think I can pull that off. But wiggly, 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 I can't do. I can't. It's just my body doesn't. I know I look ridiculous. And the girls, it was so perfect because it was a Latino girls' gym. And it was like, they were so beautiful and so good at it. And I was so horrible. And we laughed so hard at me. Like, they were so kind to me. But I'll tell you, I just got the best workout. But obviously, when the Groupon was done, we all laughed together. I was like, I'm not signing up. But now I know where to send people, and I know how fun it is, just not for me. So I can't say I ever hated a trendy thing. It wasn't for me. Where I think people would come to Pilates, what I do, and be like, this isn't for me. Like,
I feel like that's one, though, if you might have to give it a couple of chances if that's the way you're feeling. And then you'll be like, oh, wait, okay, now I feel the benefits.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, Pilates, I've never had anybody say they didn't like it. I've had them say that to Pilates mat classes, and I don't blame them. That can be a little much when it's straight up Pilates. Now I've made it totally mobility, and so it's a little easier. But nobody's ever come to Reformer and said, no, I don't like this. They always like it. It's more, time, money, stuff like that gets in the way. Well, I'm not going to bend your ear anymore. It looks like we got through top workout trends, strength training. We talked about for longevity, walking yoga, AI powered coaching. That is something that I'm seeing all over the internet. AI I'm finding everywhere. But I will say this, when I try and chat GPT something quick for like a workout sequence, it doesn't always work. It's AI, it's very helpful. I always tell people, go to YouTube for exercise stuff. You don't necessarily need AI. It'll write you out an exercise. But if you go on YouTube and look up 20-minute stretch workout, you'll get a video that's 20 minutes and that's in your face. But otherwise, if you do want something written, then ChatGPT is helpful. I just find that I just do better writing out of my head, but sometimes I'll use it to spur me on. So I can't say that I haven't used it myself. Functional fitness, real life movement, mental health integration, which means breath work, meditation, emotional check-ins. I really feel like that's been around for a while. Eco-friendly materials. And that's about it. Anything else you want to add to the trend of 2025 fall version?
No, I would just say try to finish the year strong.
I like how you said that. Like, it sounds to me like you agree with it's a set for men. Like, you're the male version, I'm the female version. It's definitely fall is reset for women because those kids get on the bus. And it's like, whew. And my kid's grown, and I still feel that surgence.
Right.
And I think girls that don't even have kids feel it too. I really do. I think it's just the weather. And I know they do because you're male, and you said you kind of feel. So I think anytime we have a season change, but fall is a big one. And then obviously New Year's is winter, spring, summer.
A little different now. We have nice, advantageous weather that we can take advantage of.
I know, it has been so nice.
Use it to your advantage.
Yes. So, I think I'm ready to close. How about you, friend?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great night. Enjoy all the football this weekend. Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Eagles on Thursday night. Who are they playing?
The Cowboys.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, what a night.
All right, Sizzle, good job.
Thank you. I hope you have a great night.
We'll see you guys next week.
Next week, we got a guest again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can we say who it is?
Yes, my bodybuilding coach, Kasha Winston, is coming.
Ooh.
I know. I'm excited.